We have already studied about arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is a sequence in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term. So in today's video, we will do some of the simple problems based on this arithmetic progression. So here they have given some situation. We need to list out the numbers involved in this so that it will make an arithmetic progression. So in which of the following situation does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression? The first question is the taxi fare after each kilometer when the fare is rupees 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So for the first kilometer we need to pay rupees 15. So for the second, let it be A1, the first term. For the second kilometer, we need to pay additional 8 rupees. So 15 plus 8 is 23. Now for the third kilometer, again we need to pay 8 rupees additional, so which is 31, so on. So we got our AP, that is 15, 23, 31, etc. Now how will you check whether this is in AP or not? We have to check. So this is the first term, second term, third term, etc. Now we'll check the common difference. If the common difference is same in all the case, then this forms an AP. How will you check the common difference? The small letter D stands for common difference. So it is A2 minus A1, and A2 minus A1 is 23 minus 15 is 8, and again you can see A3 minus A2, 31 minus 23 is 8. So common difference is constant. So we can say that these list of numbers, they make an AP. So this is an example for AP, 15, 23, 31, it forms an AP. Now the second question is amount of air present in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder at a time. So let the cylinder at first it contain, let it be X, the cylinder is full, is having the air present in the cylinder be X. Now next the vacuum pump removes 1/4 of the air. So first let A1 be, we will take A1 be X. Now we need to find out A2. So 1/4 of X means 1 by 4 X, it removes. That means we need to subtract. So remaining is 3 by 4 X. So first X, then I have 3 by 4 X. Now third time now the cylinder has now 3 by 4 X. From this it is going to remove 1/4 of the air present in it, that is 1 by 4 of 3 by 4 X. So we need to subtract 3 by 4 X minus 3 by 16 X. So when you take the LCM, we have 16, which is equal to 12x minus 3x equal to 9x by 16. So we got our third term, 9 by 16x. Now we need to check whether this forms an AP. This is our first term, this is our second term, this is our third term. So first the cylinder is full, the air present in the cylinder be X. Now second time it removes 1/4 of the air remaining in the cylinder. So when you subtract, we got 3 by 4x. So now the cylinder is having 3 by 4x. Again 1/4 of 3 by 4 it will remove. That is why I have subtracted 1 by 4 into 3 by 4x. Now we need to check A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2. If you are getting the same answer, then this will form an AP. So 3 by 4 x minus x we need to take the LCM. So 3 by 4x minus x is 3 minus 4x, which is equal to minus 1 by 4x. Again, A3 minus A2 is 9 by 16x minus 3 by 4x. So LCM is 16. Again, 9 minus 12x, which is equal to minus 3x by 16. We can say that the D or the common difference is not constant. So this is not an AP. The numbers involved in this will not form an AP. The number listed in here will not form an AP. So this is not an example for AP since the common difference is not same. So common difference means A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, it should be same. When you subtract it, we got minus 1 by 4x and minus 3 by 16x, which is not same. Now the third question is the amount of money in the account every year when 10,000 is deposited at compound interest at 8% per annum. And we know that compound interest means the interest calculated on increased principal, that is called as compound interest. So we can take the first A1 first term as 10,000. Now we need to find out A2. We know the interest they have given is 8 per annum. So for the second year it will be, the interest will be 800 and A2 will be, this is the interest, amount will be principal plus interest. So the A2 will be 10,000 plus 800, which is equal to 10,800. So this is our first term, 10,000. Again, second term is 10,800. Now we need to find third term, interest calculated on increased principal. So we need to calculate 10,800 into 8 by 100. So we have, when you multiply 108 into 8, we have 864. Now the third term will be 10,800 plus 864, so which is equal to 11,664. So this is the first term, second term, third term. Now we need to find whether the common difference is same. So we will check that A2 minus A1 should be same as A3 minus A2. So when you subtract 10,800 minus 10,000, we have 800, and A3 minus A2 is 11,664 minus 10,800. When you subtract, we are getting 864. We can see that the common difference is not constant. In first case it is 800 and second case it is 864. So this is also not an example for AP, or the numbers involved will not form an arithmetic progression. Now we need to write next question 4 terms, right? First 4 terms of AP. First term is A and the common difference is D. They have given like this. So the first term A1 is 4. A2, we know the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, etc. So this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So A2, I'll write A plus D, that is 4 plus minus 3, which is equal to 1. Now A3 is A plus 2D, that is 4 plus 2 into minus 3, 4 plus minus 6, which is equal to minus 2. We need to find 4 terms. So A plus 3D, so 4 plus 2, 3 into minus 3, and 4 plus minus 9 is minus 5. So my 4 terms for this AP is 4, 1, minus 2, minus 5. Next is A is minus 1 and D is half. So first term is minus 1, A1, A2 is A plus D. So minus 1 plus half, we need to take the LCM. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 by 2. Now A3 is A plus 2D. So minus 1 plus 2 into 1 by 2, this will get cancelled. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Now A4 is A plus 3D. So minus 1 plus 3 into half. So minus 1 plus 3 by 2. When you take the LCM, minus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 1 by 2. So my terms of the 4 terms of the AP are, we have minus 1, minus 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2. So the next question is A equal to minus 1.25. So that is first term is minus 1.25. Now A2 is A plus D. So minus 1.25 plus minus 0.25 is minus 1.50. Again A3 is A plus 2D. So minus 1.25 plus minus 0.50, which is equal to minus 1.75. And A4 is A plus 3D. So minus 1.25 plus minus 0.75 is nothing but minus 2. So my 4 terms are minus 1.25, minus 1.50, minus 1.75 and minus 2. Now for the following AP, write the first term and the common difference. So A is the first term, it is 1 by 3. D, common difference formula is A2 minus A1, second term minus first term, or third term minus second term. So it is 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. So we need to write the first term and the common difference for this problem also. A is first term 0.6, D is A2 minus A1. So 1.7 minus 0.6, when you subtract, you will get 1.1. So 1.1 is the common difference for this. Even if you do A3 minus A2, you will get the same answer. 2.8 minus 1.7 is 1.1. So which of the following are AP, and if they form an AP, we need to find the common difference and we need to write 3 more terms. First one is 2, 4, 8, 16. So first term is 2. We need to find the common difference. So A2 minus A1. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now what about A3 minus A2? 8 minus 4 is 4. And A4 minus A3. 16 minus 8 is 8. So here the common difference is not constant. D is not constant, it should be a constant, it should be a fixed number. Here D in all these cases are different. So we can say that this will not form an AP. So if it forms an AP, we need to find the common difference at first 3 terms. Since this is not an AP, we need not find. So now here the first term is 0. Now D we will find out. A2 minus A1. This minus 4 minus 0 is minus 4. Again A3 minus A2. Minus 8 minus minus 4 is minus 8 plus 4. Again it is minus 4. So D for the second case it is constant. Third one, A4 minus A3. A4 is minus 12 minus 8. It is minus 12 plus 8 minus 4. This forms an AP. So here common difference is minus 4. We need to find three more terms. So we can write the other three terms are minus 12 plus minus 4, which is equal to minus 16. That is A5, fifth term. A6 will be minus 16 plus minus 4, which is minus 20. And the seventh term will be minus 20 plus minus 4, which is equal to minus 24. So the remaining three terms we can write minus 16, minus 20, minus 24. So root 3, root 6, root 9, root 12. So A is root 3. Now D we need to find A2 minus A1, root 6 minus root 3. Again we cannot find because it is an irrational number. A3 minus A2, it is root 9 minus root 6, which is equal to 3 minus root 6. These are not constant, these are not same, so this will not form an AP. The next one, root 2, root 8, root 18 and root 32. So first term is root 2. Second term, see the same thing I can write root 2. Root 8 I can write as 2 root 2. Root 18 I can write, if you factorize this, I can write root 18 as 3 root 2. Again root 32 I can write as 16. I can write as 4 root 2. So D, A2 minus A1, second term minus first term, 2 root 2 minus root 2. Root 2 is common, or we can write like this, the common difference is root 2. Again A3 minus A2, 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. It is 3 minus 2 into root 2, that is also root 2. Again A4 minus A3, that is 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2, 4 minus 3 into root 2, that is also root 2. So the common difference is constant and D is root 2. So naturally we can write the remaining terms 5 root 2. The remaining three terms I can write as 5 root 2, 6 root 2, 7 root 2. So next 0.2, 0.22, 0.222 etc. First term is 0.2. Again we need to find the common difference. A2 minus A1, 0.22 minus 0.2. When you subtract, we have 0.22 minus 0.2. So you have 0.02. Again D equal to A3 minus A2. It is 0.222 minus 0.22. So when you subtract 0.22, when you subtract this, you have 0.002. So here common difference is not constant. So to check whether the sequence is in AP or not, we need to find out the common difference. If the common difference is constant, then we can say that the terms are in AP. So thank you for watching my video.